couple of questions for you. How long does it take you to send a text to one of your friends? Probably about 30 seconds. What about tying your shoes? How long does that take? Probably about 30 seconds again. What about going to your mailbox? Going to your mailbox to get your mail. What do you say? We could say 30 seconds again. And one more question. How long does it take you to change the quality of your life, the independence in your life as you get older and older? 30 seconds. Let me explain. I want to talk to you today about a concept called the 30-second rule. And if you are an active senior, this is vitally important that you hear this. This can make all the difference as you get older. The 30-second rule, what that pertains to is how long you should be exercising. Yes, 30 seconds, how long you should be exercising, the mode of exercise you should select. This all stems from our muscle fibers. We have generally, we can say, to be general, two types of muscle fibers. There's different classes of each, but to be general, there's two types. There's slow twitch muscle fibers, type 1, and they're more based on endurance activities. And these slow twitch fibers we have for life. They're stimulated, they're activated just about with any activity, with any exercise. It's going to stimulate those type 1s, the slow twitch. So we have those forever as we get older and older. The other type are type 2, the fast twitch muscle types, fast twitch muscles, fibers. And these fibers are for explosive strength. Think of gathering a lot of strength very quickly and then utilizing it. That's what type 2 muscle fibers are for. And unfortunately, even as early as our third decade of life, we can start to lose these fast twitch muscle fibers. And each year, each decade after, they are rapidly declining more and more so. And this can be devastating because fast twitch muscle fibers, those type 2s, are our lifeline as we get older and older. They are what are going to enable us to have quality and independence into our later years. And as I just stated, we're losing them very, very rapidly unless, and here it is, unless you follow this 30-second rule. You see, when you're exercising, if you can maintain an exercise for over 30 seconds, it means you're stimulating those type 1 fibers, but you are not stimulating the type 2s. Again, if you can sustain an exercise for over 30 seconds, it means you're not getting to those type 2s. And as I stated, those are the ones that we are in dire need of, because that is what is going to allow us to enjoy the activities, to have our independence, to do what we want to do as we get older and older. So 30 seconds, yes. Here is an example. Think about, let's compare walking to sprinting. Walking is a type 1 muscle fiber exercise or activity. Most of us, I was just at the airport the other day. I was watching hundreds, thousands of people walking by me as I was waiting for my flight. All different types of people. People can walk for hours if they need to, right? But that's a type 1 muscle fiber response. We rely on those fibers. And again, we have those fibers forever and ever. But what about if you ask those same people to sprint as hard as they could for 30 seconds? How many would be able to do that? Very little, if any. Even the top flight, even world-class Olympic sprinters cannot sprint, cannot maintain their maximum speed for 30 seconds. And that is because those type 2 muscle fibers, they're explosive, but they fatigue very quickly. So that's where this 30-second rule comes into play. If you can sustain, again, an exercise for over 30 seconds, it means you're not going to really stimulate those type 2s. Another example, say you're riding a bike. You're riding around the park, your neighborhood, the beach. You could potentially ride for hours. You could ride your bike, right? But what about if I asked you on that same bike to sprint on your bike to ride as fast as you can up a hill? Do you think you could maintain that for 30 seconds? Probably not. You're going to start to lose your speed as you're going up that hill well before that 30-second mark. Again, the leisurely bike ride around the park, that's a type 1 muscle fiber response. The big sprint up the hill as fast as you can, that's type 2 muscle fibers. Those are the fast twitch we rely on for that type of activity. What does this look like now? Just think, go to the grocery store, go to any place, go to the mall, the airport like I was, and watch older people move. You could watch an older woman try to step up on a curb. She's challenged by that. Stepping up on a curb is a type 2 muscle fiber response. She's losing that ability to stimulate those fibers. The older gentleman who has trouble getting out of his car. I saw an older man. He had this beautiful new Corvette at the grocery store, but he could barely get out of the car because he did not have that type 2 muscle fiber response in order to do that activity. I've had a lady I worked with who actually had to move out of her dream house because it was 2 stories. She could no longer negotiate the stairs. Another type 2 muscle fiber response. She had to move to a 1-story house. She could not handle the stairs anymore. Again, the 30-second rule. I'm not telling you to stop doing all your other activities or exercises if it takes more than 30 seconds. But I am telling you that you have to prioritize. These fast twitch muscle fiber exercises have to take priority over any other mode of exercise or activity you're currently doing, because I cannot state this enough. I have to be as adamant as I can about this. The type 2 muscle fibers are what we need as we get older. There's no question about it. Even looking at it at an extreme, you can see an older person, an elderly person, maybe in their 80s, who struggle to get out of a chair even. Just everyday activities are going to become very difficult if we do not maintain, if we do not hone these type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers. They're that important. So what I'm asking of you is to start taking inventory of the exercises you're doing. Can you maintain them for over 30 seconds? If you can, and that is your primary mode of exercise, please start inserting some of these type 2 fast twitch muscle fiber exercises. It doesn't take a lot. It's a small investment. Even if you do 3 or 4 of these exercises 3 times a week, that will definitely be enough to maintain and maybe even increase your type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers. You can even add these types of exercises into your daily routine. Say you're getting up from a chair. Instead of just getting up from a chair, squat down into the chair and then get up as fast as you can and try to do it 10 times consecutively. If you're in the kitchen, get on that kitchen counter and do an interval of mountain climbers, pumping those knees up and down for a 30-second interval. That's a fast twitch response again. We can just plug these into our daily routine. A laundry basket full of clothes. You could do 10 explosive deadlifts with your laundry basket. Fast twitch muscle type response again. Depending on your fitness level, they can be modified, they can be safely done also. So these, if you're in relatively good health, if you do not have any contraindications to exercise, you can definitely do this. The 30-second rule, please prioritize your exercise so these are getting your primary focus. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this can be life-changing. I've seen so many well-intentioned seniors who were under the impression that they were in great shape, they were in great condition, they were in great health. In their 60s and 70s, they were doing all type 1 types of exercises. When they get into their 80s, they start to hit that decline. Even their 70s, they start to decline. They can no longer enjoy the activities they once did. Their quality of life is going to get more and more depleted. They're going to lose independence. All right. I think I've spoken over 30 seconds, but I think you get my point. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.